Thanks for joining us right here on The Nation. I'm Jessie Chahal, and now my second guest in the studio with me is Dr. Rupinder Singh, who is the president of NAM Association Malaysia. Doctor, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today?
Okay, feeling good. A bit nervous, but okay.
No worries. We will keep it, very casual and light. Now, of course, we want to share this information with all Malaysians out there regarding what NAM stands for and what are the activities that they do. Now, NAM Association Malaysia is an NGO that goes all out to help those in need. Now, one of the arms of NAM Malaysia is a medical arm called NAM Medic. Share with us a bit more about this.
Okay, NAM Medic. We are a medical arm, as you say. We are divided into the paramedic group and also the NAM clinic. So NAM clinic is what we just started, and NAM paramedic, we go for medical standbys. We go for medical screening camps. So that means if any sports activities, any carnivals going on, like recently we had the Vasaki Carnival in Padang Merbok, so we were there. And then also during the floods in Kelantan last year, we were there in Post Simpur. It's in a remote Orang Asli village whereby the reach is only by helicopter. All right, so we went there and
how did you get there?
By helicopter.
Who's the support and who was involved?
Initially, we wanted to do something when the floods happened, but we didn't know, and we didn't know what to do, how to do. So you say if we were to go in blindly, Mercy Malaysia was there, a lot of other medical, they were already there, you see, but they were all in the mainland, they were all helping the mainland. Nobody was going in the depths, in the remote areas.
And how did you get news that help was required there?
Okay, there was another NGO, I'm not United Six.
Yep.
So they got in touch with us because they know that we do medical stuff. So they say, okay, we will get you all there. We will help you all, but you got to do the medical screening and help the people there. So we say it's okay because they were doing the food bank part. So we say, okay, you guys go in with the food, and we will go in with the medical expertise. So we got things rolling from there, and then at that moment we had a lot of other doctors, other clinics who provided free medication for us, so that we can go there and distribute to the people there.
Okay.
So that's how it went about.
And how was that experience? Walk us through that, because we have mostly, for those of us who have not visited or don't know about such people who are needing help in rural areas, have just seen it in the papers, but you walked the walk. So walk us through that.
Yeah, it was an experience. It was an experience like no other. I mean, going from here to there, we were thinking, okay, it's normal and all that, but the devastation, the effect of the floods that happened, and it's happening in your own country, you wouldn't have thought that, my God, Malaysia can be this bad, a disaster so bad. But it was an experience. So when we went there, we reached there, the other volunteers were already there from United States, and there were the Orang Asli Kebajikan people were already there as well. So they told us there were about 11 villages from Kelantan mainland. There were about 11 villages. Few were accessible by boats, and few were by helicopter. So we had to divide ourselves. So some with the paramedics, they went to the nearby boat area, and then the main bulk of us went to the Post Simpur through the helicopter, and we were there the whole day. So we brought with us about, the entire mission, I think we brought about 10 tons of food.
Wow.
That was by United States, and also medication for all those people there. The amount roughly there were about 1,000 of them.
1,000 people in one day that needed medical attention. So
we had to, segregate and delegate and all that stuff and get it done.
And were there, of course, a mix of children, senior citizens, adults? And what kind of attention did they need?
The thing is, they were neglected for the best part of 6 months. This is what we heard from them, from the Orang Asli Kebajikan group. They had no health checkups done. They had no food for the past 6 months when we went there. We went there somewhere in January, February, all right? Because they were totally cut off from the mainland. They couldn't even go in and get the food stuff or anything done. They were only surviving on ubi for the past 6 months.
Jungle.
Yes, they were only having that for 6 months. So when we came in with food and medicine supplies, they were they were excited. They were excited. They were like, okay, at last there is someone here to help us. All right. Especially the village elders, they call him the penghulu. All right. He was very grateful, but actually we were grateful to be able to help them.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
It was a win-win situation for both parties. Now.
Apa nama kampung ni?
Ni kampung. Pos Simpo ni.
Pos Simpo.
Pos Simpo.
Okey, dah berapa lama dah tak ada bantuan?
Sudah 6 bulan.
6 bulan. Dari bulan berapa?
Bulan 7 sampai bulan 12. 2014.
Langsung tak ada bantuan.
Langsung tak ada bantuan. Kalau kita sakit, siapa nak tolong? Hari itu ada orang sakit, orang dewasa, minta helikopter mari bawa keluar ke hospital Gua Besar.
So siapa yang bagi bantuan selalu? Siapa yang selalu datang buat bantuan?
Ini bomba lah.
Bomba lah.
Bomba.
Kerajaan
Malaysia.
Kerajaan tak tolong lah. Bomba datang sendiri ke atau
kerajaan urus lah.
Sama bomba lah.
Bomba datang ambil. Macam tu.
So bekalan makanan macam mana?
Makanan memang tak ada. Makanan memang kita tak dapat sini, tak dapat langsung.
So 6 bulan tak ada makanan?
Tak ada. Betul tuan saya cakap.
So 6 bulan macam mana?
Kita makan ubi sajalah. Tanaman kita sendiri. Mana kerajaan buat bantuan?
Besides this particular project that NAM had carried out, what are some of the other projects that may be in the pipeline or that you've already done that has used a lot of your resources and time as well?
These past few months, we've been very busy with, firstly, our clinic, obviously, as it's just launched 2 months ago. But we also had a lot of camps, and as in standby camps for sporting events, for carnivals and all that.
And these are purely based on a volunteer basis. And so it is also open for other maybe organizations that are having events to call upon NAM medics.
Even last year we had a tourism sports event held in Kampong Pandan Stadium, I think. Last year somewhere in May, June. So we were there. And this year they've already booked us for December. They're going to have another event in Shah Alam. So we said no problem, we'll be there. It's okay.
Looking at the amount of NGOs that are already extending that helping hand, and now NAM, which is now also a part of this group of NGOs, do you find that there is any oversupply or any gap or anything that's lacking that you think still needs to be fulfilled? Maybe NAM is looking in that direction as well.
I won't say there's oversupply, there's always shortage because help is always needed. But what will be better is sometimes, because I don't know what the other NGOs are doing, they don't know what we are doing. So if there could be a sort of, a regulation or sort of a meetup that, okay, these guys are all doing food, these guys are all doing medical. So whenever there's a disaster, you need both. Not just disaster. Yes. So you need to have that communications with them so that it's easier. So I think that part we need to work on that.
Okay, so more communications between the NGOs is something that I think all NGOs want, but nothing is happening at that point as well. Now, looking at what happens every Sunday with the free medical service at the free clinic, it's on from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then from 2 to 6. What are the kind of cases that you see most with the patients that are coming through?
Okay, when we started, we were expecting a crowd of about 50 to 80 daily. So we thought, okay, we can manage up to that point, even if without much of outsiders' help. So on the first day, when I was on duty, there was only 3 patients the whole day. So, after that, all of my friends, they were saying, okay, in our WhatsApp group, they're like, okay, how many patients? So I told them I already got 30 people. So they were excited. But then when I told them, I said, only 3. So they're like, only 3, yeah. I said, never mind.
Humble beginnings.
Yes, it's a start. It's a start. The next week and the week after, there were 10, 15. So right now, we are doing daily about 30 patients. 30 patients. So they are elderly, they are young, even kids and all that. So, okay, you have a lot of cold, fever, flu. You have a lot of that. You have some patients coming for asthma. They just need an nebulizer and all that stuff. Because that area, Chowkit area, you see a lot of, I would say, middle to low income group. It's around that area. So once they get to know, a lot of them just come in, instead of getting a nebulizer in the GP clinic or something where they have to pay, they come over to our place to get a nebulizer, a checkup done. And then we also do minor surgeries.
Okay.
Normal incision drainage if there's an abscess or anything, or some suture, accident cases. So we have that as well.
Okay, so and all of that is absolutely free of charge, and of course the main rather the offering is more towards those who are less privileged, so that they can get the benefits of the free clinic.
Yes, we say less privileged, but if there is someone to walk in emergency situation or who needs, so we don't.
What are the plans in future for the clinic? I in fact have really envisioned it to be a full-on hospital one day.
Yes, that's the plan. Actually, this plan just came in about a month ago. We decided that okay, a clinic is good, but sometimes when the patient comes in, a clinic is not sufficient. Right? They come in, they have maybe they need a little bit more attention, they need to be admitted. So when we tell them, okay, do you have an insurance I can refer you? They say no, they have government. So government is good, it's doing a lot. But not everybody gets admitted on time. And the hassle of being admitted there. So some of them, so they rather just wait it out. And once the disease spreads, becomes even worse, then they are in trouble. So we say, okay, let's go on a bigger scale. We have done a clinic. Let's build a hospital. Let's have a fully operational charitable hospital. So I think the next 1 to 2 years we will be fully focused on that. Okay, and the good thing is, even right now in the clinic we have about I think 18 to 20 doctors who are volunteering. All right, full on. They are all every Sunday we rotate and all that. So there's not an issue there. And as I think my Gurudev said earlier, we already have some specialists who are keen to help. We have eye specialist, Dr. Kalvinder. He's willing to give his expertise, his knowledge and help us. All right. Then we have, of course, some orthopedic surgeons, ONG. So since we already have them, so we plan to have a hospital so that they can come and visit us, and then to serve better the patients.
And of course, to make this dream a reality, there will be a lot of support which is needed in a lot of, I think, manpower, but also more importantly, a lot of financial help. And through that, you are open to donations as well.
Yes. If we were going to do a hospital, then we're talking about we really need help. As a clinic, we can manage. We can manage the day-to-day expenditure by going through our small circle of friends, and we have our donators and all that. But once we're going to take the step forward, then we need more support from the public.
What has been the feedback so far since the inception of the clinic, and now with this dream of making it into a big hospital? Has there been any naysayers, or has everyone been very supportive?
You need the naysayers. You definitely need them, because if there were nobody saying that you can't do this, it won't spur you on. You see, I believe that. Even sometimes between us, the 5 of us, we will disagree with each other. No, this won't happen. But the other 3 or the other 4 say, no, okay, wait, I'll show you, can happen. So it happens. So you need them. There is the critics, of course, but there is, of course, a lot of well-wishers and a lot of support from the public. So far, we've been getting good support from them.
Good support. Now, moving on from the different areas that NAM Association Malaysia has specialized in, from NAM Medics to the outdoor activities, the youth wing, to the help during national disasters such as the food bank, or going out to be on standby. What are the other areas that you think NAM might be focusing on?
At this moment in time, I think we have our hands full. Yeah, because of course in future we will never say no to any ideas or any projects in future. But right now we have our hands full, and we also have like a few, like where I practice my normal clinic day job. Okay, I have a few patients who come in and they are not well to do. So we try to help them through NAM as well.
To refer them on this side.
Yes. Like now we had one on ad hoc basis. It's an elderly gentleman who had some cataract problem. All right. The waiting period for government was too long, and he had no financial capability to do it in private. So what we did was we pulled our resources together and we got his operation done. So that is one guy. And right now we are helping another Malay gentleman. This guy was involved in an accident about 25 years back. So he has an amputation, all right, of the left leg. So because of that, he's not getting any job.
Okay.
He has a prosthetic leg, but it's the cheapskate one, all right? So whenever he takes that, he gets a lot of rashes, he gets a lot of pain wearing that.
He needs quality.
Yes, a better quality prosthetic leg. So that will cost in the region of 15 to 20K as well. So we decided, okay, let's pool our resources and get something done for him as well. So on ad hoc basis, if any helps are there, we are more than happy to help.
And in such cases, when you need this exclusive help, particularly to help someone in times of this urgency or times of great need, you do share this information online, so viewers can also jump in and put in whatever money.
It will be in our Facebook page.
Okay.
Either personal or from the NAM Facebook page, it will be there. Okay. And also through this interview, hopefully there's somebody willing to come and say, okay, we will help to sponsor the prosthetic leg for this nice Malay gentleman who has a family of 4. He has 4 kids, a wife, so he really needs the help.
Okay, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll still be in conversation with Dr. Rupinder. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Now we are talking, of course, to Dr. Rupinder from NAM Association Malaysia, who is the president. And earlier, before the break, we were talking about some of the activities that NAM has pioneered. And one of them is, of course, one of the arms of NAM, which is a medical arm, NAM Medic. Do tell us a little bit about how you are about to get some certification, or those involved are getting certification. And you were mentioning earlier about standbys. Walk us through how that takes place. Okay,
basically every event nowadays they want a medical standby in case of any injury, whether it's a carnival, whether it's a full-on sports event or anything. So they need a medical standby. So since we are in this line, we are very, very glad to help them. So what we do is, for now, myself and a few of us, we go most of the events, and we try to train the volunteers, but this is by ad hoc training, me training them. So we have already in the pipeline, we are getting either the St. John's or Japam to help us to certify them as a first aid life support for a basic course of first aid. So we have about 20 to 30 people who have expressed interest to come with us and learn the life support, basic life support, first aid, so that they can join us later on in these standbys.
And also you're trying to look at securing an ambulance vehicle.
Because that's quite necessary, because we noticed that all these standbys we go, there's definitely one case who will require a hospital to send the person to the hospital, either some fracture or a fall or something, So all this time then we either have to take our own cars and go, or get stuck in the jam, or we'll have to call for the private ambulance, which again costs us a bomb. So because each journey can cost from 200 to 350, you see. So, and since our aim is also to do a medical screening camp, so it'll be good to have some sort of a vehicle so that we can go about doing our stuff, our charity work. So an ambulance is obviously top of the wish list.
So that is on the wish list
Yes.
right now, amongst others. Now, looking at NGO work and of course things that require a lot of cost, your general expenditure has also been a little bit high. Tell us about what the figures are.
Okay, right now, if you do our accounting, to run the clinic, as I think Mr. Gudai has said, it's about 7 to 10K
monthly.
That's monthly. That's for the medication, and then our bills, and we have a helper there that comes in and cleans, because you are closed for 6 days a week. You open on one day. When you open, it's dusty, it's dirty and all that. So we have a helper to come in and clean, so to pay her and all that stuff. So it's about 7 to 10K, depending on the patient load. If of course next month suddenly I start seeing 50, 100 patients a day, then the cost will go higher and higher. And then for our standbys, each standby, because we have to pay for the cost, the medicinal cost, the gauze, and then we have to pay for if there is an ambulance, so we have to pay for that as well, ambulance transportation. So that varies, but a few thousand there as well for a month and so on.
Okay, and of course the future plans now include a hospital that is a dream in the pipeline, and this is something that hopefully will be a reality soon as well, to help all Malaysians. Now, any advice or any message to all our viewers out there, or perhaps even other NGOs that are currently watching?
I won't say advice, but we need more support. We have been getting good feedbacks, we've been getting pledges, but I need more support in terms of volunteers, and then we need more support in terms of financial contribution, and it's not necessarily just financial. We will be happy to, as you said, you can donate medications to us, you can donate your time to us, you can donate your resources, your ideas to make us better, because sometimes we are in a fix. We don't know, okay, we are just going this line. But someone out there might think, no, I think you can maybe do it this way better. Some other NGOs, maybe they have more experience. So they can help us, they can guide us. So we'll be more than willing to listen to them.
Of course, it's teamwork. Everyone chipping in will only make this broth better. Now, we have some information about the clinic details to share on a slide. But the clinic is based in Wisma Tat Khalsa, which is on Jalan Raja Along, Kuala Lumpur. It's open from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now the number and address is right there. There's also an email, nam.association@gmail.com, and the phone number 26023746. And of course, there's also a Maybank account number for those who would like to extend donations, and you can get that from the website, or rather the Facebook page, which is currently very much updated. Facebook.com/nam.malaysia is the Facebook address, where you can go and keep updated and follow up with what NAM is currently doing. So we've had a discussion at length, thanks to you and thanks to the team that is behind you for doing the good work and helping those in need. Of course, just to reiterate again that the free clinic is available to all Malaysians, and if you can get yourself there, then you will be able to get free consultation and medication if needed. And of course, more information will be available online. Thank you, Doctor, for being on the show with us, and I wish you all the very best.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. Well, we'll see you then again, same time, same place, on Wednesday, Thursday, on The Nation. So stay tuned to Bernama TV and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye.